And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am. And today on Sword and Sorcery Sunday, we are doing Lord of the Rings Online. Now, I know some of you maybe expect me to do Star Wars The Old Republic, but I found out very recently, one of the news articles at the LOTRO.com, that they're going to be compressing the amount of time for the next couple of expansions. I'm hurrying. Don't worry, I'll hurry. They're compressing the time release for the next couple of expansions. And they're going to be putting them out instead of 3-month cycles, only going to be putting them out in 1-month cycles. So I figured since there's going to be a lot to do in those expansions, because that includes... that includes Riders of Rohan, which includes there's a city and which you get in there that you have to basically rebuild from scratch and other things, that I decided I'm not going to rush myself through there, because I actually, with the exception of the warhorse riding, which I can actually counter 90% of it because I'm a hunter, I actually enjoyed the stories in Rohan. I liked some of the smaller side quests and such. So I'm going to go ahead and take a step back from Star Wars: The Old Republic for a little while, and I'm just going to focus solely on Lord of the Rings Online, and I'm going to enjoy it. So we're going to be doing Lord of the Rings basically in all my streams for the next couple of months, probably. So my apologies to all my Star Wars fans, but don't worry, I have myself saved. I know exactly where I'm at, and I will be picking it up once everything settles back down in Lord of the Rings Online. But also... while we're getting into game here real quick, it is currently the Extra Life time. Members of the Standing Stone Games, the LOTRO stream team, and the DDO stream team are all doing special streams and donations and such for Extra Life to benefit the Children's Miracle Hospital in Boston. There's information on it on the LOTRO.com main page as well. So if you're interested in donating, there are a whole bunch of community awards that you can get for donating to the cause. Now, also looking at the calendar real quick, today, the 18th anniversary gift is still available. The LI Reward Track Season 15 will be available until the beginning of December. And we've got Skirmish Marks, the last day or two of that coming up. In fact, let me go ahead and check my... let me check this out here, because I'm actually pretty far. I'm up to 68. So I've got a couple of things I can claim here. Some script and some runes. And at 70, I'll get an incomparable tracery token, which I'll probably hit sometime today. 200, can I go ahead and add that to my... I could. We'll go ahead and do that just so I can add the... Put one less thing into storage. And we'll go ahead and throw this into shared storage. There we go. All right. Oh, actually, I should go ahead and put a couple... I'll keep them there for now. And one last thing before we get started. Every day is a Hobbit's birthday, and because it is, we are the ones who actually get the presents. And today's present is... 100 Virtue XP and a scroll of max morale and power for 6 hours. That's very cool. I like that. So we'll go ahead and use that right now. All right. So we are currently in Stan Carter. We have a bunch of quests to turn in. So we're going to go ahead and mount up on my horse. Because I don't believe there are horses to the 2 camps that I need to go to. Which is... Let's see. I don't believe there are.
Welcome, my friend.
Great River. Limelight. Well, I could get to the Limelight Gorge and Thingalot. So we'll take the swift travel to Limelight Gorge. I have to take care of a good chunk of where I need to go. So I hope everyone's having a good day today. I took my puppy dog to the dog park today. He had a good time. So I'm ready now to get started. And it looks like Aelbrit has a quest for me. Let me see if it's something I want to do. A couple of them. Gorge Crawlers.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Well, this is a repeatable one. But I know exactly where it is. I suppose you've had some fortune fighting those spiders down there. We once gathered the silk of the gorge spiders for a number of things, bandages in particular, but we were short of cloth. It worked remarkably well. Since those huge ones have showed up, though, well, we've not been able to go down there safely since. If you can gather some of that silk for us, it would be a great help. I do not think we're going to be getting any supplies from Edris. So I will go ahead and collect them some silk, some gorge webs. And it is a repeatable quest, so we'll go ahead and do it once. I like to try to do the repeatable quests at least once. If they're really valuable, I may do them more than once, but try to do it at least once. And then the other one is keeping them at bay.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
And since we have started watching the gorge, the number of trolls down there has continued to increase. Thus far, you and your friends are the only ones who had the strength and the wits to fight them head on. Until we get more men from Edoras, we'd not the force to drive them out. But if you can take out a few of them, it should serve to keep them at bay for a while and ensure the safety of Standguard. I can do that. Since I'm heading back into Limelight Gorge, I have a bunch of quests in there that I'm still working on, as you can see. The map is just absolutely full. So I do believe we are heading, let's see, yeah, we'll head into here. We'll pick up some of the goat hides. We'll start with the goat hides first. Actually, we will get buffed up first. There we go. Now we're all buffed up, and we're ready to travel. Let's go ahead and mount up for now. Make a little progress in the gorge. Don't think I need... Nope. I don't need the more hides, so I will leave them alone for now. Actually, I do believe the goats are going to be up this hill, so we'll head up this way. Ah, there's one right there. And that fast, we're already up to 5. One second, please. It looks like it's snowing up here. And well, I still am working on my Spider Slayer. So we'll go ahead and work on the Spider Slayer deed real quick. Yeah, there's another wild goat. We should be coming over to the general area where the spiders are. The big spiders. No? Maybe it's up this way. We'll go up this way. Well, first off, we're going to have to deal with the shadowy wraith. And there we go. There's 2 tattered shadows right there, which we'll go ahead and take care of right now. Nice way to get things started, I say. Let's go ahead and mount up on my horse again. No spooters. Okay. That's why this area is lit up. It's the goats. I knew I was in a lit up area, I just wasn't sure why. So we'll head over this way. Ah, there's some of the spiders, so we can pick them up over here. You've discovered Venom Bite Cave. Let's see if we can go in. Nope, I need to have a quest before I can go in there. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab this backpack because I'm also starting to pick up a lot of mats now for the next level of crafting. Which will open up once we level again, which should be relatively soon. I think it's going to be sometime next month, I think, is when we're going to be getting the next level advancement. Alright, so we're not seeing him down here, but I do know exactly what is down here. So we'll go ahead and continue this way because I know that there is a quest down here. Right there it is. A huge eagle perches upon a rock in this clearing. And I think this is unusual. This is the quest Unusual Friends. And there's the eagle Landreval. Unusual Friends. Oh, also a visitor from the north as well, but we'll start with Unusual Friends. Greetings, High Elf. You would be wise to use caution in these lands, for you are bound to the earth, and many dangerous things crawl there, eager to do you harm. Indeed, some of these foes aim their weapons skyward, intending to do harm to my kind as well. So we'll go ahead and talk to Bilbo and see what he has to say, because it's also the Unusual Friends quest.
I never expected to see one of the great eagles. What an honor!
Will you look at that? I have never seen one of the great eagles before, and I never expected to do so. What an honor! Have you ever seen such majesty before? And he can speak! Bingo stammers with excitement. Do you think he will give me an interview for my book? I would not even know what to ask of him, but I have to think of something. Oh, I am so nervous. I hope I do not embarrass myself. He seems so wise and well-spoken, and I am just a small hobbit from the Shire, feeling smaller than usual. See what Langear has to say.
We should give Bingo some time to speak with Landreval.
I take it Bingo has never seen one of the great eagles before. I remember when Grimbjorn first took me to see them. I was just a cub and quite overwhelmed by the experience. Mendelor was the name of the eagle that I met, and he towered above me. I cannot begin to guess at his true size, but in my memory he seemed as big as a house. I wonder what became of him. Well, we should give Bingo some time to speak with Landreval. After all, if we were to take him away now, he would be able to think of nothing else. Let us defeat some of the venomous spiders that stalk the Wailing Hills and collect their venom sacs. That way we'll be giving Bingo time to speak with the eagle, we'll be combating a threat at the same time. That sounds good. And then we'll go ahead and talk to him for Visitor from the North.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
My name is Landreval, and I am the brother to the Wind Lord Gwathir. I have observed some of your deeds in these lands, and I believe that you may be capable of helping me with my tasks. Absolutely. And the quest he has?
Location must remain secure.
Guarding the Veil. This location must remain secure. I traveled into these lands with my companion Mendelor. We have agreed to meet here. We have been tracking a shadowy, slinking creature out of Moria at the behest of Guathalier, but we had lost him among the mountain caves. We agreed to search independently for a time, but to reunite at this location. As we speak, spiders and orcs creep ever closer to discovering this clearing and placing us in great danger. Please, defeat any nearby enemies which may threaten this hidden veil. And he has one more quest for me. A lack of evidence.
I have found no trace of the creature we were tracking.
Our eyes could still follow him through the shadows, but we cannot see into the depths of every crag and cave in these hills. We may have lost his trail. If the creature came this way, it's possible he may have succumbed to the large spiders that dwell in these pots. Would you search some of the spider cocoons for this creature? If you find him, do not harm him. Simply return to me with news. That I can do. Alright, so let's go ahead and see about taking out some spiders and orcs. I don't know what is down here. Well, you see, I'm also looking for spider... Whoa, that's... Oh, those are nice trees. Okay, let's go ahead and head this way then. Mount up on my horse real quick. Hey Legis, I'm doing fine. How are you doing today? I'm just searching through some cocoons, trying to find somebody that Landroval was looking for. Let's see what we got here. No evidence so far of the creature that we are seeking. How about this cocoon? Doing good. Oh, what happened? Why couldn't you accept that quest? I'm very curious as to why. And I am glad you were able to solve it, too. That makes me feel better. For some reasons, my friend accepted 17, but they're only able to accept it at level 20. That is weird. But I am glad you finally got to accept it, though. That's good. So, let me guess, you're already well past me and already finished the epic quest already, right? I know how you are. So far, no evidence of that creature that I am seeking. But no, I'm still at book 2, chapter 1. Ah! I got stuck on a part of the quest. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get past that soon. But right now I'm taking a break from that character, leveling up the Guardian. Sounds fun. Company. What do I got? Shadowy. And there we go. 2 more Tattered Shadows. See, I need to defeat 1 more orc and spider, and then I need to let Landreval know that I have not found who he's looking for. And there's an orc that I can finish off this quest with here. There we go. So we'll go ahead and talk to Landreval again. Love high elves, especially the female ones. Special animations and mount so many animations and sounds. Yep. I can understand that. So let's go ahead and turn in these 2 quests here for Landreval. First one is Guarding the Veil.
I see that you have dealt with the threats.
You have my thanks. It is important that my presence here remain a secret, so as to not to draw the unwanted attention of our enemies. But now I have to let him know the bad news that I was not able to find who he was looking for.
It is as I feared. We have lost the train.
I shall take this news to Gwalior, and perhaps we will be able to track our target again with his help. Nevertheless, it is worth knowing that his path did not end at the fangs of a spider. Your help has been most appreciated. So what else does Landreval have to say?
I believe that Menordor may be in great danger.
He should have returned by now. It is not in his nature to ignore a meeting, yet there is no trace of him in these hills. Only 1 location remains unsearched. I do not wish to place you in such danger, but I dare not go in there myself. There is a cavern to the west of here that appears to be inhabited by spiders. Such a place is treacherous for an eagle. Explore the cave and attempt to locate Mendelor within. I know exactly what cave he's talking about. It's the cave that I tried to get into a few minutes ago, but was unable to do so because I did not have the corresponding quest. Well, now I think I do. Uh-oh. Alright, go ahead and confess. I may have you read the Silmarillion a couple of times as penance. And here's the cave right here. That's just the cave I should be able to get into. Yep, there we go.
The search for the great eagle Menordor has brought you to a large spider cave in the Wailing Hills, a dwelling most perilous for a denizen of the skies.
And since this is an instance, I already know one thing. I will not find any Nazgul in here. I became a kind of Peter Win player. I bought 20 mithril coin. And then 10 inventory slots of cosmetic cape. It's okay. I'm sitting on 101 myself. I've bought some. I occasionally use them, mostly for the free ride if I need to get somewhere real quick that I've never been to before. It only costs 1 mithril coin to do that. Plus, you know, to get the port to Lalia's Market, I think costs 3. So, that way I always have an additional port if I need it just to get to Bree. There he is. Go ahead and clear off some of these spiders in the area here. And the cosmetic cape, that's right, that's perfect. That's exactly what the store is for, is cosmetic stuff. And the inventory and stuff is kind of you know, as far as being pay to win or whatnot. I've maxed out my inventory. I've maxed out a number of my inventories. I even bought a whole bunch of extra return homes. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 7 of them, just so I can keep track of a number of different places to quick travel for my stream. All right, so let's go ahead and talk to him here if I can. No, not from here. I gotta go to a different place to talk to him. Maybe over here. Can I do it from here? Nope. Okay, I guess we'll have to go down first and get to him. Okay, I should be able to talk to him now, right? Yes.
Be careful, friend. We are not alone here.
Hurry. She moves even closer to me. Mengahen has been defeated, and now Mendelor is safe.
With the swiftness of the northern winds.
I will break free from this cursed webbing. Just a moment. And there we go. He is free.
I cannot thank you enough for freeing me.
I am most fortunate that Landroval sent such a hardy liberator. You fared well against that dreadful spider.
Let us leave this dreadful place at once.
I was foolish to have come here at all. Enough of my strength remains to bear us both safely back to Landroval. You may climb upon my back, but hold on tightly. I need a faster horse ASAP. I'm using the little mount. Yes, it is. Yeah, I went ahead and picked up the apprentice riding skill, so I've got the 78 mount speed. Yes, it was expensive, but it was still worth it. So we'll talk to Langahar first. Oh, actually, no. Let's talk to Landroval first.
I am relieved to see you again, and still whole and hale.
You have done us a great service, and we shall not soon forget the aid that you have lent us. And I get the Exemplar's Bauble. Ooh. Might, Vitality, Crit Rating, and on use, 20 seconds of bonus Might and bonus Tactical Mastery. Not bad. That's not bad. But it's not something I really need. I was thinking about it, but on my main character I have like a 68% horsepower, on my second character I have the slow one, so I didn't need to purchase that. But yeah. That makes sense. And I completed 20 quests within the Wailing Hills, and I've earned the title Friend of the Eagles. Which we're going to go ahead and... I've been running Dawn of the South for a while, where I aided and defeated the Grim Southman, but I think we're going to choose Friend of the Eagles right now. We're going to make that one active. You've done a great service to assist the Raharim and the Eagles in the Waiting Hills. We're going to take that one right now. And that will be 10 more LOTRO points. So we'll go ahead and turn in those sacks.
Do you think Bingo is done speaking with the Eagles yet?
That was good work against the spiders. So we'll talk to Bingo and see what he has to say.
We had a lovely conversation, but I have learned something troubling.
And it has brought our chat to an end. They are quite delightful fellows, if you ask this hobbit. And their patience with my questions was really quite extraordinary. I asked them some details concerning what it must be like to fly, and they were very good-natured with their responses. In fact, Landroval launched directly into the air and flew a brief circuit over the hills to demonstrate his form to me, and it was really something. But when he returned to Earth, he told me he saw something troubling. A cluster of brightly colored tents and canopies clustered in the Brownlands. Enemies are massing along the river, and they will surely attack the men of Stangard. We must to warn them. I will definitely do that. But let's talk to Landroval first and see what else he has to say.
A message was left for you while you were away.
It was brought by one of the men of Stangard. I take it that there is some urgent matter which is worthy of your attention. So let's see what messages is from Stangard. News has come to us from Stangard, and your presence is urgently requested. Make haste to the northeastern part gate of the city and speak with Sabert, the gate guard, after you arrived. Sabert has information for you. Wise would it be to refrain from openly discussing your contributions to us. Your help has been appreciated, but there are men in power who would curse you for your intervention. Penda. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and talk to the Eagles before we depart.
It would be an honor to consider you a friend to the Eagles. Farewell. It appears we must part ways now. May we meet again in better days.
I shall never forget what you did for me. Farewell. All right. Looks like I have to head back to Stangard, but we'll go ahead. There's a couple other things I want to take care of while I'm out here. A couple other quests I'd like to finish up first. Go there. That could go down there. We'll just hold on to it. I already know that one. So put it back. So let's go ahead and mount up. We'll check this corpse out real quick. Yeah, I can understand. I'm noticing the difference is not that great because I have another hunter that I started. I'm going through the Before the Shadows introduction, and she only has a 68% speed horse. And it's not really that big of a difference. So. There's 7 of the hides that I need. Ooh. I think. Let me double check something here real quick. By the way, for those of you who are curious, on my Discord server, The link is down below. I actually have in the LOTRO channel, I actually have a bot that lets me know about sightings of the Nazgul. And I think I'm actually near the portal because I noticed everything went dark. I have no idea if... Alright, I need to see if I can find it. I might be the one that's finding this one here. Is it in the More High Settlement? Wailing Hills 23-267. I'm actually right near it. I was probably gonna run right into it if I had continued searching. Let me go ahead and 23.2 south, 67 west. Alright, let me go ahead and mount up and let's make my way over there. Well, not quite. Now let's try it again. Here it is. I knew I was close. So it looks like we're going to be doing a Rhun. I mean, we're going to be doing a Bane of Rhun if I can get into a group real quick. Make sure I'm all buffed up and ready to go. Yep, I got a group. Here we go. Let's take out the Bane of Rhun. I'm kind of stuck. There we go. There, I turned down the noise a little bit to help people out. Oh, and that kind of wiped me out, so we'll retreat. Down to about half. Very good, very good. Down to 2. We're taking him out. I'm probably going to die again here really quick. Use one of my sparkling Eldahorn tokens to reduce some of the growing dread. Less than 1 million to go. Where'd he go? Did we defeat him? We did it. We did it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Bane of Rhun. Downed. And for that, I received a Morgul coin. And we can go ahead and leave the instance now. I have no idea. There's always a random spot in the world you're sent to when you leave an instance like this. So we'll have to see where we head up. Oh, it looks like I ended up at the top, at Weathertop. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and port back to Stangard. Oh, wait, no, that's right here. There we go. We'll return to camp. And there we go. And we've taken out the Bane of Rhun. How many Morgul coins do I have? I've got 4. I may have to off stream. I may have to go ahead and head back to Esladin and see about using my Morgul coins and Tattered Shadows. But while I am here, we'll go ahead and we'll get rid of my inventory. There's another Tailor's Adorned case, which I probably already have the recipe to. 246, sell it all. And we'll go ahead and talk to Saber real quick, and we'll turn in... I have 2 quests for him real quick. One of them is Unusual Friends. That's the one where I had to get the venom sacks.
Will you aid the horse lords?
You again. Was I not clear enough the first time? Saber listens impatiently as you tell him what Landreval saw from high above. An army of foes gathering in the Brownlands. Wrong quest. Eagles. Skin-changing bearfolk? Nosy halflings, far from home? You keep odd company, and there's no need for you to bring them here. The men of Stangard will face whatever foe tomorrow brings. Good day to you, and may it bring you and your peculiar friends elsewhere. My word. Well, we'll go ahead and turn in... we'll look at the message from Stangard real quick. Actually, no, let's do this. Let's talk to him real quick.
He doesn't believe us. We will have to do something about it ourselves.
This is terrible. He doesn't believe us. Bjornings and eagles give the warning, and the Rohirrim ignore it. The enemy's amassing on their doorstep, and we have to do something about this ourselves. Enter the Easterlings. We'll go ahead and pick up that next quest.
The men of Stangard will not listen to our warning.
That an army gathers on their doorstep. Either they do not believe us, or they think that they have the strength to survive this threat. I do not know if that is the case. From Landreval's description, it sounds as if the army has encamped at the Brownlands of the Large One. We should see what we can do about it. You may have not realized it, but when we went to Mirkwood with the Golden Host, I learned a thing or two about what it takes to prepare an army on the march. I may be able to apply that knowledge to the army in the Brown Lands. You tell Bingo that he seems more preoccupied with his stomach during your sojourn into Mirkwood. Well, appearances can be deceiving, can't they? Anyway, I heard from Prestadier that the armies march on their stomachs, and I was simply corroborating it with my personal experience. To the Brown Lands. God, it looks so cool right now. I got a cool cave. Nice. Yeah, I have a nice little. I'm wearing the. Let me go ahead and take this off real quick. There we go. Currently, I'm wearing the Grey Company armor that I picked up via questing, and I have the circlet of Lorien right now. That's what that's how I have her equipped. I kind of like the way it looks. There we go. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Okay, let me log out real quick and log back in so I can fix my screen. It'll only take a sec. Thank you. I also have I also picked up a couple of reward ones from different events. Like I have the one that looks like a red dragon. I have a green one. I've got the Karn Doom Alchemist set that I picked up a while ago too. So I kind of change around how I feel. I'm feeling really aggressive. I'll wear the red stuff. But right now, it just seems where I'm at. It just seems appropriate to wear the gray, wear the Grey Company such. So that's what I'm wearing. I got to catch up on my coffee because the cat chickens wouldn't let me drink it this morning. There we go. Much better. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk to Sabert here about the message from Stangard.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Shantrantra, you've returned. We have a greater need of you than ever. Saber peers around suspiciously to make sure no one is listening. Something terrible has occurred. Things have grown even worse here, though I can hardly believe this to be a possibility.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
It is terrible, just terrible. Stanric has died. He was healthy as he could be and on a mission to improve things, and for a time things were getting better. The men who supported Sithric slowly began to change their favor, until suddenly, at the dead of the night last night, Stanric, he is gone. Gada has committed treason and abandoned his post here, and Sithric vows to arrest him and those who went with him on sight. They've set up an outpost at the abandoned farm. Gada wishes very much to speak with you. Looks like we're heading to the abandoned farm to find out what's going on. Travel to Swanfleet for questing at level 8 and 9? Well, it depends. There's several different starting points at around that level. And right around level 10 to 15, as you know, you'll be heading to Bree, because all of them, each one from Ered Luin and Swanfleet and Archet, I think those are the 3 starting areas. They all converge onto the main story quest, which starts in Breeland. So you're going to be heading back toward Breeland anyway. So I would just do whatever story you'd like. I've always wanted to play the Before the Shadows intro, so I just on my own I just started a character there just so I could see the story. So I would just go, if you know what you like, I would just go ahead and quest with that. Or if you want to try something different, try one of the other zones that you haven't taken a look at before. And it looks like we got an ad starting in about a minute, so I'm going to do a few things here in town and take a mini break. And we will go ahead and let those ads play. And they're only 30 seconds long. I don't believe in going crazy on the ads. So
Welcome, able wanderer.
let's see what we got here. I am currently... This is the Heroes of Limelight Gorge. And I am currently up to acquaintance. So let's see what he's got for the acquaintance people.
You in need of my services?
Nothing that I really need. What about friend? The Rohirrim map table. That'd be nice for the yard. And the Huntsman's ring. 57 agility, fate, evade, and fizz mastery. But requires friends standing in Limelight Gorge. So I can't pick up anything here. Oh, I can pick up a stone troll for my yard. And at kindred level, ooh, that's where you get the steed, the prized and the wayward Easterling steeds. And the Standguard rewards vendor. What's my reputation with Standguard? Riders of Standguard, I'm up to friend. So I can't use the shield of Standguard. Ooh, Earring of Rapid Waters. That's, 84 agility, max morale, and fizz mastery. That's not bad. Might, agility, vitality, and parry. Will. 84 agility, evade, and fizz mastery with Standguard's Metal and Standguard's Fury. Yeah, I might pick up Standguard's Metal. Because the 84 agility would be nice, plus the evade rating, so let's get that. And one of the Earrings of Rapid Waters. Yeah, let's do that too. There we go.
Greetings. I am sure we can be of mutual service to one another.
I need Kindred statting for the Heroes of Limelight Gorge in order to qualify for any of these items. And crafting recipes. We definitely want to check those out. Where are the scholar ones? The Great River Book recipe. Great River Book of Defense. We'll get it. And we'll go ahead and pick up Tailor recipes. Great River Armor. Let me just take a look at it compared to what I've got. Great River Armor Strength. Agility, Vitality, Resistance, and Critical. And it's level 80, item level 82, which I think 536? 583. Let's go ahead and pick up the, we'll go ahead and pick up the heavy stuff, or the medium stuff, as soon as I can find it. Pauldrons? That's light. Helmet starts the medium, right? Yep. There we go. And we'll go ahead and use these really quick so we can go ahead and get them into my thing, and then we'll go ahead and we'll probably do some crafting after the stream today. There we go. Okay. Said I don't think I can enter the abandoned. Yeah, it requires ally standing. That's the last place that I need for my one of my deeds. But I have to get ally standing with the Riders of Standguard first. Convenient resources. Oh, I need to collect 2 more goat hides. Okay, and I need to step away for a couple of minutes and help out my roommates, so I'm going to just get to a safe place right up this hill, and then I will be back as I ride my hobby horse. Here we go. This should be a safe place. So, should I go to Swanfleet now, or should I first complete all the quests here in Ered Luin? That again is your decision. I'm telling you, none of those characters, since I've already 9 other characters, and all of them already completed the prologues. I did not do any more prologues and any new character, no epic quest too. Well, then at that point, you're free to do what you want. If you're just going to play the character to play the character, you're not going to worry about the epic quests. For instance, I know you only need to be level 45 to get your LI and just complete some stuff in the introductory to Moria, and then that qualifies you for your LI right there. Then every quest you complete after that's going to get you legendary item experience and stuff. And then the daily calendar is usually how I get a lot of my stuff for the LI. So there you go. So I would do what I want. If you have to go to a quest, Yondershire is not a bad place too, but I think you're a little low for Yondershire. I think Yondershire is around 15, I want to say. But if you all excuse me for just a moment, I will be right back. I need to help my landlord real quick. And I have a Buster dog here. Look at this. This is a Buster dog. This is a Buster dog. He's a good boy. Hi, Busters. You want to say something to your adoring fans? No? Okay. Who's a good boy? Buster, good boy. Okay. Okay. You gotta get down. There we go. There we go. That's a good boy. And that was your prescribed puppy break. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to things here. So let's see, I need one more goat hide. We'll go ahead and get rebuffed up. There we go. So yeah, as I was saying, I would just do something different. Go to areas that you haven't been to before and explore them, because I have actually found that a lot of the side quests are actually a little more interesting storytelling wise than some of the main story quest. So I would explore and see what's out there and see what you like. Where do you think are the most amount of quests? Breland, Shire, Eredluin, or Swanfleet? I would probably say Breland, because you've got the whole area of Breland real quick. Move this off of here. Because you've got this whole area here. There's Adso's camp right here that has a bunch of quests in this area. This also covers Chetwood. There's a bunch of quests there. Archit still has some quests even outside of the starting zone. Midgewater Warsh. Staddle has a bunch of quests too. So I really think Breland is probably where you're going to find a lot of quests. That's my guess. Let's see here. We need to find trolls and spiders and wild goats. Like that troll right there. My Heroes of Limelight Gorge rep is Acquaintance. Okay. An elusive phantasm. Let's see, is it keeping them at bay? Yes, I am gorge crawlers. Let's turn all these off so I can find out where I need to go. Yep. This way. Probably up that hill. Well, I also do know up that hill there are 2 named trolls also. I don't know if they'll count for the quest, but they probably will. But we'll take this guy out. Let's see what I can find. Passage of Foes. There's a marauding stone troll right there. He's up that way, so we'll head up that way. And there he is. And I just need one more troll to complete that quest. And there he is right there. Alright, so now let's go ahead and look for the collect the gorge webs. And that's going to be this way. So we'll head that way now. I need 450 more silver for a fast horse. Shouldn't take you too long to get. Even in brief, 450 silver should not take you too long to get, so. And that's a good thing. There's 2 gorge webs. Is the big evil bad boss up here? Yes. The giant gorge lurker. We'll go ahead and take you out. We'll have some fun. Oh no, I have 2 of them I have to fight off. Whatever will I do? Back off. And that's those right there. So that takes care of that. Let's go ahead and turn in those 2 quests real quick. There's usually another big boss that sometimes hangs out in here. Yeah. Either hasn't spawned or somebody just recently defeated it. So we'll just move on. Limelight Gorge is one of the few places in the game where you actually just kill mobs and get reputation faction. Another one that I'm aware of is in the Lone Lands, because a lot of mobs there in the Lone Lands, especially the orcs and such, they give you faction points toward the towards some of the factions out there. So we'll go ahead and turn in these 2 quests here. First one is the Gorge Crawlers. That's for the spider silks.
What brings you to these lands?
You managed to gather some of their webs? Thank you. These can stop bleeding faster than any normal bandage in a pinch, you know. Okay. And the other one is keeping them at bay. Those are the trolls.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I could see a bit of your battles from up here. Quite astounding. Your valor continues to amaze me. You have my gratitude and that of the men of Stangard. And that almost cranks me out of acquaintance. That's good. And then the quests are repeatable every 12 hours or so. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. Alright, so I still need a few more, at least one more goat. So we'll go ahead and head into here and see if we can find one goat. Like right there. And there we go. The only other active quest I have before to turn in is Tribute to the Lost. And that's going to be right up there. So we're going to head over there real quick and we'll pick those up. I think it's going to be on top of that mountain. Oh, you really want to mess with me? How rude. It's going to be over here, I guess. There they are, right there. But I can't get up there this way, so we'll have to go around and come up to them. Or not. Alright. Oh god, I was fighting some 14 bears in West Spree, not realizing it was West Spree, the enemies are getting harder to fight. Now I realize that it was West Spree, not East. That's happened to me before. There we go. Should be seeing some red aster plants momentarily. Over this way? Can I get to them? Not quite, so let's go over the mountain. I've done that before. You have discovered Aster Hill, and that just gave me the Wailing Hills Explorer deed. The Wailing Hills, northwest of Stangard, are so named due to a great battle and the slaughtering of orcs that occurred there many years ago, around the time of Rohan's founding. Picked up a new title, Explorer of the Wailing Hills, and I got a... Oh, we'll do Wisdom, I guess. Why? Which one am I missing? For some reason, I'm missing one of my things, and it is Compassion. No. Fidelity. Compassion. Wit, Valor, and Confidence. There we go. Make sure they're all maxed. That's maxed. That's maxed. That's maxed. That's maxed. And that's maxed. So I can pick up whatever I want. So we'll do, we'll go ahead and earn Wisdom for now. And there's another 5 LOTRO points. Ooh, found Floyded and DeWitt in the Great River. Added to your collection, The Adventures of Floyd and DeWitt, Part 2. Really? What is this? Complete this deed, perform the following objectives. Find them in Dunland, Endwaith, Evendim, Lone Lands, Lothlorien, Mirkwood, and Moria. 300 marks and name the Wanderer. Okay. I may have to do that. Okay. And I need one more. Hopefully I can get it over this way without falling off the mountain. There we go. And place the flowers at the base of the Kuthstan. We'll go ahead and place those there. Well, actually, we've got a couple quests I can turn in here at Firthstan's at his camp, so we'll go ahead and turn these in real quick. He's got the Defiler and Convenient Resources, which is repeatable. I think that's the one for the goats.
Our mission is dire.
Flawless are the hides that you have brought with you. These will make fine armor and tools once they have been tanned. My thanks. And next is the Defiler.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
It is comforting to know you have put a stop to Dushatar. Without their leader and his terrible poisons, the Mordahai will think again before confronting us. And I have a quest for Penda, which is finding the remedy repeatable.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
You have done well to secure this poison remedy for us. This will help in dealing with the sick. The remainder will be stockpiled to combat further attempts of poisoning by the Mordahai. Thank you. Here we go. And now I need to head up there. And my Riders of Standguard faction is now friend, 22% into friend. So I'm making some progress. No, actually it's just up here, so we'll just head on up. All right, so let's see. Memories of Ada and all those who have been lost enter your thoughts. Completed Tribute to the Lost. Now, where is Horn? Stone of Friendship. Horn is waiting for you in the village of Standguard in Yordle's Mead. Okay. And then that must be Gata at the abandoned farm. So let's go ahead and port back to Standguard. And we'll go ahead and turn in that quest. Hey, Star Lugo. Good seeing you, my friend. How you doing? Glad to hear. Glad to hear. I'm doing fine. Took the dogs to the dog park today. Fed the cat chickens this morning. They wouldn't let me have my coffee until I fed them. But other than that, I'm doing well. Well, hey, you know how the cat chickens are, right? You know, they can be very insistent at times. Gotta take care of the cat chickens, though. Get these down this way. So we'll talk to Horn, which is Book 6, Chapter 8, Stone of Friendship. So we'll be getting right back onto the epic quest here in just a moment. And there he is. Yep. I tell you, I couldn't live without cats and dogs. They make the day brighter and easier sometimes.
It is clear that you have been sent to help my people fight against the Kundala.
I know why you have come here. There can only be one reason. It is clear that you've been sent to help my people fight against the Kundala. They are the descendants of the Easterling tribe that crossed the Great River 500 years ago, and scouts reports they've been seen on the far shore. They seek to accomplish what their ancestors could not, and this time there will be no timely intervention, no final hour rescue. We are on our own, and that is why I did not forbid your unlending friend from entering Stangard or seize the Rohodic sword she carries. Perhaps one day we were foes, and we may be again. But today I see Rohan threatened, and I thirst for allies to defend my homeland. I was called disloyal and changeable in the hall of Theoden King, but that is not so. I love Rohan, and I want to only protect her.
The battlefield of Parth Celebrant may hold some clue to defeating the Kundala.
Their ancestors were routed by the timely arrival of the Orlingas under Yorl the Young. We have no such advantage in numbers this time. No one is coming to help us. We must find some strategy to help us defeat the Kundala, and sifting through that site, the battle may teach us something we can use against them. I have marked this map with the location of the battle. Bring it to Cerdric at the road watchpost on Parth Celebrant, and he will guide you to places he has not already searched. I hope you will be kind to him. Cerdric has been a long way from his wife and daughters, and sometimes he lets his worries master him. He is a good friend and true, even if his mind is not always on the task before him. And that's going to take me over there near Parth Celebrant. So let's head over there now. Let me empty out my inventory real quick. Those are level 50 runes. We'll just burn those off. And there should all be coin. And there's 64 coin right there. Well, actually, I need to head out this way. So we need to head out the other gate to get to Parth Celebrant. Pets rock, and hello, I discovered your LOTRO videos from your cat chicken shorts. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Destacardo. Yes, for those of you who may not be aware, I take care of some cat chickens, and they can at times be a little, insistent, let's say. There are a couple of videos of me and just in the morning, got my house coat on, I'm just trying to get some coffee, and they wander in and they make sure to get my attention that they have not been fed yet, and they must be fed. So thank you very much for joining me, Destacardo. I appreciate it very much. Let me go ahead and get myself buffed up here. Is there a... No, there's no fun, for them. And I think I've already gotten these deeds taken care of. And there's Parth Celebrant over there, so that's where we'll head first. Actually, we need to head this way to pick up that quest. Ooh, banded coffer. Yes, must loot the banded coffer. I still have a bunch of factioning work to do with my tailoring and scholarly deeds. Ah, new deed, Brigand Slayer, and it is a 100-200 deed.
Greetings,
stable master.
friend of the Rohirrim.
Looks like there's a nice little camp here. And there's Kerdick. So we'll go ahead and talk to him real quick.
Horn gave you a map. Let me see it.
You are a ways from home. The field of Celebrant was the site of a great battle 500 years ago, where my ancestors rode to the aid of the Steward of Gondor against an invading Easterling tribe. Ah, you've met Horn? You must already know of this battle, then. He is a young man, but he has an old man's fascination with history, and is perhaps too keen to speak of the past to anyone who will listen. He said too much to Theoden King, they say, and earned himself a place here at the garrison. I have been here much longer than Horn, I regret to say, and me with 3 daughters left behind in Rohan. It has been too long since I could send word to them. My wife worries. She always has. I wish I was there to console her. She worries, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not interested in my own travails. Horn gave you a map? Let me see it. Yes, I have already sifted through most of these locations, but let me mark these 3 for you. Examine those sites, and perhaps you'll find something of use to us. Debris by the base of a crumbled pillar, an arrow-riven patch of ground, and beside the bridge to Ost-Celebrant. It looks like Breifard has a quest for me also. So we'll go ahead and talk to him real quick.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Delayed supplies. Ho there, have we met before? Your face is familiar. Perhaps I've seen you in Stangard, but no matter. And I am to assume you have been sent to find out what is taking us so long? You see, several of our servants have gone missing over the past few weeks, while gathering greaves for Stangard. None have returned. I was sent myself to watch over a peasant today to make sure we do not have any more problems. The man I escorted is taking longer than expected. I had to return here to attend to some personal matters after bringing him to the river's shore. Go and search for him. He'd better have a good reason for working so slowly. Okay. Looks like that's all they've got. So let's go ahead and head to the river here. I think this is the River Anduin. Those are the reeds he was probably trying to gather. Alright, so where do we need to go to find him? Over here. And thank you very much again for the follow, Discardo. I just noticed, so thank you very much. And I now have a new deed, Parth Celebrant Explorer. I have discovered the murderous pit. And there's 5 areas, and that's 5 LOTRO points, some marks, and a title, some virtue experience, and Riders of Standguard faction. Okay, so I'm in the area where he is, so he must have ended up somewhere over here in the murderous pit. Company. Frightening presence. Where is it? There it is down here. We'll go ahead and help him out. Shadowy. And there's 2 more tattered shadows right there. Always nice when you can pick up a few extra tattered shadows along the way. See up here? No. You're making me miss LOTRO. I'm sorry. It is free to play. I'm on the Angmar server, by the way. Where is that person that we're supposed to find? Here? No. I want to say he's somewhere down here, but... There he is. Mangled Rohirrim. You have found what remains of the servant. Damn. So we'll go ahead and turn this quest in, and then we'll head to Parth Celebrant and see what we can find out over there.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Dead at the maws of the wolves? They've never been this hostile toward our men. You have my thanks for finding him, despite the circumstances. I will send word to Standguard explaining the situation. I suppose I will need to keep a closer watch on these peasants from now on.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
An unnatural hunger. I know not why these wolves have taken to preying on our men, but it must be stopped. Everyone must be kept safe, and more importantly, I cannot return to Stangon with more blood on my hands. Their den is to the east along the shore of the Great River. May fortune be with you. I desire not to explain another loss. And then he has another quest for me. And it's a quest for 20 quests within Parth Celebrant, and that's 5 gold tokens, 10 LOTRO points. Yeah, it's doable. I like it.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Predators without prey? Well, this is a bad sign. The wolves should not be acting this way toward our men. I have noticed that there have been far fewer creatures on the field as of late, and I do not know why these beasts have suddenly deserted their homes, but surely something is wrong. Humor me. Search outside of the wolf den so you can find any beasts or any evidence of what is going on. Okay. Any other quests around? Doesn't look it. Alright, so it looks like I'm heading back to the, Murderous Pit. The 12 wolves will be fairly easy enough to keep. And I'm scared, so I'm summoning my loyal goose to join me. Company. Shadowy. And there's 2 more tattered shadows right there. Oh, I picked up a quest item. Shaking the Disease. You recovered a chunk of rotten wolf flesh from one of the many wolves in the murderous pit. Flesh is torn by wolf teeth, only further supporting the notion that the wolves have begun to feed on each other in desperation. All the wolves that have feasted on the fallen appear to be developing a vicious disease. In order to cull this disease and safeguard Stanguard, you decided it would be best to burn the fallen wolves at the den. We'll see about burning these corpses out. Alright, so I need to burn 3 more, and I need to try for creatures around the murderous pit. You have found a horse of the Rohirrim, fallen and mauled by wolves. Okay, there's the fourth wolf corpse I need to burn. There's the fifth. And there's the sixth. There we go. Now I need to find the other two creatures around here. And that is the quest for predators without prey. So let's go ahead and do that. Looks like there's one this way. A wolf lies dead on the ground from what appear to be wounds from a blade. Okay. And the last one is over this way. Close we are. We're almost there. Well, that's weird. Right near the morale circle. Is that it up there? Yeah, looks like it is. Slain deer of Thinglad. Litter the ground. Alright, let's go ahead and turn in these three quests that I have for Briefard. An unnatural hunger.
Our mission is dire.
Good, you made it back alive. Not that I doubted your resolve, but the pit has claimed many a creature. Now that the way is cleared, I have another task for you.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
The tidings you bring me are gravely concerning, but we must send word of these discoveries to Idamar and the Watchers along the road to the south. But first, would you be willing to finish the task my unfortunate servant and I started? Stangard needs repairs constantly, and the reeds from the river's edge are very helpful to us. Please gather some and return them to me. Okay. And predators without prey?
What brings you to these lands?
So then, it is as I thought. These wolves are without any nourishment from the field and have become more dangerous in desperation. I cannot believe they would attack one of our horses. Such a shame. I will send word to Stangard and ask that we handle the situation before it grows out of control. That's good. And the last one that he has is shaking the disease that was burning those corpses.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
These wolves have become very dangerous in desperation. The disease would make them even more of a threat. Your initiative has served well, and you have my thanks. Alright, so let's go ahead now and collect some of those reeds. Looks like I need to gather 8 reeds. Shadowy. Back off. And there you go, 2 more Tattered Shadows. Brings the total to 10 for the day. Watch the goose when I fight these guys. No? Oh, okay. She was going like, ah! And there's 7 reeds, and there's the last one right there.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Good, good. I am glad you again made it past the wolves with little difficulty. If we had more servants like you, Hunter, I would not find myself in such situations. Perhaps such a sentiment is callous, but I do not seek your approval. Come, let me bundle those reeds. It is time you brought these to Idamar. You ready to depart?
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
A mystery deferred. Now that you have the reeds, my work here is done. My captain Idamar and his men were patrolling along this road. They told me that they were keeping watch of the brigands to the southeast, but would not tell me more of their charge. I wonder if there's more afoot than they are willing to speak. As for myself, I must attend to other matters. I should be with Idamar bringing the fight to those brigands, but once again I am left with the most uninteresting of tasks. Bring these reeds southeast to Idamar. I am certain someone will return them to Standguard. But now, farewell. Looks like I've done everything that I need to here, with the exception of searching Barth Celebrant. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is time for me to end my stream. So I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. My next scheduled stream will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific, where I'll be picking up right where I left off. I stream Lord of the Rings Online right now Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific on Twitch. My VODs are uploaded to YouTube, usually the night before or early the next morning, if you'd like to view them all in detail. I also, as I mentioned earlier, I take care of some cat chickens, and those can be found on my YouTube channel. Link for that is also down below. So, again, I would like to thank everyone for being here today. And let me see real quick here. We've got a couple people in channel. Why don't I go ahead and see if LOTRO Stream is actually doing anything right now? Because sometimes LOTRO Stream is doing some stuff, or maybe another streamer for Lord of the Rings Online. And keep you guys interested in what's going on here. Let's check the raid browser real quick. Oh, what do we got here? Okay. we'll go ahead and there's a Obi-Wan Jacoby 613 is working on his path to affiliate. So, oh no, I'm sorry. He's not playing Lord of the Rings Online. He's playing a different game. So we'll do this one then. Edith Eldora, Sunday LOTRO Brawler Leveling. So we're going to go ahead and pop into there and raid their stream. So again, I would like to thank everyone for joining me. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Stay safe, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, my friends, and be safe.